Hi, I'm Boomer Esiason for SI.com with my 5 top quarterbacks heading into the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Number 5 is a guy who did not play last week, and that's Cam Newton. And the reason he's on this list is because this is his first playoff game. Now, Cam's fans like to think of him as Superman, and being thought of as Superman comes with expectations. Expectations mean pressure. Pressure sometimes leads to mistakes. Cam Newton is a national champion, a Heisman Trophy winner. I'm sure he'll do just fine this week against San Francisco, but in my estimation, this may be the toughest spot for any quarterback in the divisional round playoffs. Number 4, Philip Rivers. He was only 12 of 16 for 128 yards against the Cincinnati Bengals in an upset victory. However, he did throw 1 touchdown pass, and they did run for 196 yards. One of the reasons that the San Diego Chargers have now won 5 games in a row is because of their running game. He never gets credit for making the right calls at the line of scrimmage. So it's more than just throwing touchdown passes and completions. It's managing your team, making sure you get the right play called at the right time versus the right defense, and nobody's doing that better than Philip Rivers these days. Number 3, Drew BREES, 20 of 30 for 250 yards, 2 interceptions and 1 touchdown, but the Saints did win their first ever road playoff game. His second half versus the Eagles was extremely impressive after a lackluster first half in which he threw those 2 interceptions. Drew BREES is going to have to be so much better, and they're going to have to get Jimmy Graham so much more involved if they want to beat the Seahawks this weekend. Number 2 has to be Colin Kaepernick, and what a performance he put on against the Green Bay Packers in 0-degree weather. Without wearing sleeves, Colin Kaepernick ran for 98 yards, threw for over 200 yards, and put the team on his back and basically put forth a performance that we saw last year in the playoffs. Colin Kaepernick's team now has won 7 games in a row, and much like Cam Newton, will be going against a very stingy defense, which leads me to believe that both the 49ers and Panthers will play a low-scoring game in Carolina. And finally, your number 1 quarterback heading into the divisional round weekend has to be Andrew Luck. And what a performance he put forth against the Kansas City Chiefs, especially in the second half. Yeah, he threw 3 interceptions, but more importantly, he not only threw 4 touchdowns, but he picked up a fumble and ran in for another one. This is a guy that's captured his locker room. Every teammate, every coach, everybody in their building in Indianapolis believes they can beat anyone at any time, anywhere. And that belief is something that could power the Colts to an unprecedented set of victories here if he can do something that his predecessor Peyton Manning has never done before, and that's win a playoff game in New England. That's a tall order, but there are your 5 top quarterbacks heading into the divisional round playoffs this week in the NFL. I'm Boomer Esiason.